was in fact disallowed. The referee wants Rangers to move back a few yards. It's played through by McLaren. Headed on by McCall, picked up now by Salenko. Close for handball, but referee allows play to go on. This is Van Hooydonk. And Rangers get the decision. It's quickly taken by Salenko. This is Gascoigne. Played across now to Laudrup. Through for Cleland. And that was a shot going in from Petric. Cleland let it run through to him. The Rangers starting to push more and more into the game.
And again, it's Laudrup making a dangerous pass. He started to creep into the game more. He's getting the space from Ferguson moving up front to join Salenko. And I think really Rangers need to play the two forward. They need to get numbers forward. They haven't done that enough in this game for me.
So Tosh McKinley. The long one through. This is Petric. And that drifts out of play for the throw to Celtic. 35 minutes gone. Rangers 0, Celtic 1. Andreas Tom after 9 minutes. Van Hooydonk. That's McStay. Donnelly. This is Collins. And McNamara's effort charged down by David Robertson. Celtic in the driving seat at the moment. Rangers had won the previous two encounters this season in the Coca-Cola Cup and the Premier Division, both at Celtic Park. But Celtic continue their fine record here, and they have themselves now a free kick. And the referee wants a word now with McLaren, who made that challenge. Collins moves into the centre, and it will be Simon Donnelly to take this one. Hughes has moved forward to the far side of the area, being watched carefully by Richard Gough. There's a lot of movement in there. Donnelly strikes it. Collins tries the shot, in comes Peter Grant. So a disappointing end to that for Celtic. Peter Grant there in the thick of the action, now in his 13th season with Celtic. You can see Andy Gorham is leaving, as he has been this afternoon. The goal kicks, and it's Petric who strikes it. This is Van Hooydonk, quickly closed down though by McLaren. It's Peter Grant who gets his head to the ball. It's away by Robertson. And that's good play there by Ferguson, allowing Solanko to get forward, and he's taken out of the play by Peter Grant. Ian Ferguson did ever so well in the first place to get the ball through to Solanko. And Rangers have the free kick now in a dangerous situation, a chance to get themselves back into this match.
Good opportunity for somebody like Gascoigne to send something at least in the target. If Rangers are going to get back level in this game, we need to produce something quick. That was the first sign that we've really seen of the Celtic backfield getting stretched through the middle, and obviously a free kick for Rangers in a dangerous area.
Richard Gough is being allowed some treatment by the referee, and he's having a word now with Peter Grant because of his challenge on Oleg Salenko. So the Rangers skipper has taken a knock to the face. He's okay to continue. So Gordon Marshall gets things lined up. Goalkeeper getting things organised. The defensive wall's there. It's Petric who's over the ball. Petric strikes it. I think that took a little deflection on the way, but in the end, not a difficult one for Gordon Marshall. Well, Celtic have the throw. This is McCall. It's deflected. Rangers anxious to get on with things. Just about 5.5 minutes left until the interval. Touch from Richard Gough. This is Gascoigne. Still it's Gascoigne forcing it through. Chance on here for Laudrup. And it's a great goal by Laudrup. And this time it definitely counts. 39 minutes. Rangers 1, Celtic 1, and Laudrup, who had switched over to the right-hand side. It was Gough who got the touch. Gascoigne did well here to hold off Van Hooijdonk. Little touch by Cleland, who was under pressure, and Laudrup picked his spot right in the corner.
Yeah, it's great play from Gaza. Uses his body strength, lovely pass into Cleland. He size puts it beautifully in the corner, Laudrup. It's a great finish. I said about 5 minutes ago he was starting to go more into it because Rangers pushed Ferguson forward. Now you see Rangers getting the benefits now. They looked as if they were getting forward in numbers, and they are correctly so now, back in level terms.
And I can confirm it is 1 goal apiece. It's Solanko trying to get forward. Well, it's certainly been a game with chances created. Andreas Tom giving Celtic the lead after 9 minutes, and Tom again had a terrific opportunity to add to that. Meanwhile, Robertson had a goal disallowed at the other end. And there's the confirmation, 5 minutes to half time. Rangers 1, Celtic 1, and the Rangers fans now celebrating. It's Richard Gough with the header. Gascoigne gets a touch. He also took a knock there as he played that one through, and Peter Grant has been called over by the referee. Well, Gascoigne, in fairness to him, just got on with things there. You see Grant catching him just late, and the referee spotted it, and it will be a yellow card on the Celtic player. So that's Van Hooijdonk and Grant of Celtic both booked. Gascoigne of Rangers also yellow carded. Rangers finishing this first half on a high. Again, Gough has moved forward. It's Huso who gets in there for Celtic. It's Gascoigne again, being pursued by Van Hooijdonk. Well, Van Hooijdonk will have to be very careful. As I just mentioned, he's already been booked. And he certainly fell, Gascoigne. So just 3 minutes of this first half left, plus any stoppage time. Laudrup plays it through to Cleland. This is McCall. Cross now to Petric. Laudrup again. Good skills by him. Back it goes to McLaren. Again, it's Alec Cleland pushing forward. He's done well in this first half. Through now looking for Andy Tom. Nice touch by him, but Stuart McCall's there to provide the cover. Little touch there by Laudrup. Picked up now by Solanko. He's quickly closed down by Boyd. And Rangers have the throw.
Rangers just up the pace since their goal there, Jerry. I think they've just upped the pace a little bit. Look at Laudrup now, he really looks in the mood. Celtic who were looking so confident in the earlier stages, making mistakes now.
It's played through by Cleland. Petric is still well forward. It's Rangers ball. Josh McKinley going through some torrid times at the moment. In comes Goff again. And the ball's picked up now by David Robertson. It's in an early cross, but not a difficult one for Marshall. Walter Smith will be a happier man now. Not only have his team got back in level terms, they're playing much better than they did in the earlier stages. There's Van Hooijdonk over the touch.
The same can be said, or the opposite can be said of Tommy Burns, Jerry. His team were playing well, midfield and at the back, playing with a nice controlled passing game, and they've given the ball away needlessly at times, and Rangers now back in the game.
Tommy Burns out there, voicing his opinions. As Goff leaves it to Gascoigne. Slid off behind the call. Call flying Goff. Now it's McLaren for Rangers. Cut out by McNamara. Picked up by Donnelly. Just runs away from McStay. Tom gets a touch though. This is Grant. Trying to thread it through to Van Hooijdonk. But it's Gascoigne now who steps in for Rangers. Laudrup's calling for it. Was touched by him, but runs away from Ferguson. So now into stoppage time. Petric. Petric's caught there. Chance on here for Celtic now. And it's Collins trying the shot that's deflected. Picked up by McCall. Well, a risky one. And it's Simon Donnelly for Celtic. Andreas Tom, good turn by him. Getting away from McCall, who pulls out of the run. It's McLaren who clears. McCall plays it through. And the half-time whistle sounds. Oh, a dramatic first half. Andreas Tom giving Celtic the lead after 9 minutes with a blistering shot that gave Andy Gorham no chance. And David Robertson had the ball in the net after 23 minutes, a pass from Laudrup, but the goal was disallowed. And then just 6 minutes from half-time, Laudrup popped up on the right-hand side, and as the ball broke to him, he picked his spot in the far corner. The half-time score here at Ibrox Stadium is Rangers 1, Celtic 1.
Yeah, so it really appears it is 1-1. Join me after this break for a look back at the first half action that counted with Trevor and Alex. Welcome back at Ibrox. It is Rangers 1, Celtic 1. Confusion reigned over what we thought was a Robertson goal, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Trevor, your thoughts in the first half?
It's been a good half. I've quite enjoyed the game. We've seen almost a tale of two halves within that half. Celtic started exceptionally well and got the goal, and Rangers came back and thoroughly deserved the equaliser it turned out in the end, and I think it's a fair scoreline for the half-time.
Well, Celtic took the bull by the horns, and Andreas Tom scored a great goal, didn't he, Alex?
Yeah, he did, and at the time, I think Jerry was so surprised in his commentary that he's never even mentioned it until he's seen the ball coming back out of the net.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic shot.
He couldn't have hit that any better at all. It sprung back off the net, it was going that fast.
Yeah.
He took up great position. I mean, Gorham didn't have a chance, did he?
Short back swing there, and he's lashed it into the corner. Gorham, absolutely no chance.
He's been lively, Tom, throughout the first half, hasn't he, Trevor?
Well, I mean, that obviously set the game alight for him, and he has been in it. As I say, Celtic did start the game very well. We're looking impressive, and really deserved their lead. But Rangers have come back into it, so it's going to be a lively second half. Without
amazing how the pattern changes in the Old Firm games. Celtic, Trevor rightly said, took a grip of the game in the early part of it, but Rangers have thoroughly deserved to get back on level terms.
Right, well, we, like everybody else, thought the pattern had changed when David Robertson scored what looked like a goal, but it turns out that it was disallowed. Now, we see it again. It appears very late on. A linesman flagged for offside. What do you make of it, Trevor?
Well, I didn't think it was offside at all, and we've seen it from the other angle as well, and it's a late decision from the linesman for me, and he's having to look right across the pitch at David Robertson there, and I think he saw it late and instinctively put his flag up.
Yeah.
But it was a great piece of play from Laudrup and Robertson, something that they do regularly. I think that goal should have counted.
He wasn't offside, Alex, was he?
No, not at all. We've got the benefit of the action replay and television. Unfortunately for the linesman, he doesn't have that. But he certainly was well onside when the pass was made, and Robertson's pace takes him in behind the Celtic back line. He looked up for options in the middle. He didn't have any, and he's finished it brilliantly. So for me, it was a goal.
And we thought, like everybody else, like the nation thought, it was a goal.
That's right. We were sitting here a bit confused for a while, but
Okay.
it actually did change the game, though, the complex of the game, because
Yes.
up until that stage, Celtic were the better team. Rangers took that as a boost and went on and got themselves back into the game with the next goal.
They did. That man Laudrup got them back into it. This time the goal stood, and it was a great goal, Alex, wasn't it?
It was, I think Richard Goff even had a part in it. Gaza plays the ball through there. And it gets a fortunate break to Laudrup. But Celtic exposed a wee bit in that flank. Tosh McKinley came in onto Cleland. And what a finish. We doubted Laudrup's fitness before the game because I don't think he's played any reserve games. Trevor, would that be right?
That's right, yeah. It's, that's a great tonic for him to come in and score that goal. But full credit to Gascoigne there because he's...
Yep, well that made it 1-1. So time for another quick break now, all to play for in the second half. Rangers against Celtic live from Ibrox. Welcome back, it's 1-1 at Ibrox. Let's go back there now and rejoin Jerry McNee.
Welcome back to Ibrox Stadium. As you can see, the second half just about to get underway. Kicking it round, changes on either side. So this is Gascoigne now with an early touch for Rangers. Well, challenge goal by John Collins. Cross now for McStay. I think Walter Smith would be the happier manager at half-time as Rangers come on to more of a game after Celtic's very bright start. And well, there's an early free kick. Stuart McCall taken out of the play. So the yellow card shown to Paul McStay. So the opening minute of the second half, and already Hugh Dallas has had to take action. McCall, who's done the worst for that, and to drive it through. And now the flag has gone up just below us. The referee has spotted it now. So Celtic have the free kick. Offside decision. By Boyd, he is again. Challenge there by Ferguson. He gets away to Van Hooijdonk. In comes McStay. McStay does well under pressure. Now it's Collins. Still Collins keeps possession for Celtic. This is good play. It's Tosh McKinley. It's Van Hooijdonk. No direction in that one. A persistent play by Celtic, initially by Paul McStay, then John Collins, and it was Tosh McKinley who sent in the cross.
Yeah, nice play. Typical left foot cross from Tosh McKinley. That got well with a header from Pierre, but good play again from McStay and Collins, driving at the Rangers' back four and trying to create something.
Salenko, should be by McKinley, touched by Gascoigne. It's Salenko again. Through now in the direction of Ferguson. It's McCall who played the pass. Hughes is with Ferguson. It's McCall. Crossfield pass by McLaren. Now it's Petric. Collins stretches in to deny Laudrup. Going through a lot of work is John Collins. Salenko Ian Ferguson. Robertson's there. Comes off Donnelly. He certainly struck that well enough, did Robertson. Sending towards Goff. Just falls behind Cleland. Well, again, Alec Cleland pushes well forward. And he caused enough of a distraction for Laudrup to grab the equaliser in the first half, and that is Laudrup. Well, Cornick involved there, but the referee awards the free kick, but he decides on no action against the Celtic skipper. So it's Gascoigne to strike this one. Again, Petric as well forward. Goff's there as well. Gascoigne tries one! That was a magnificent effort. Everyone looking out towards the tall figures of Petric and Goff. Gascoigne almost deceived Marshall. Well, that's what makes him such a good player.
Well, there's a talent and evidence for everybody to see today. Anybody else would be looking for the cross in the middle. I was actually watching Gordon Marshall's position before he took the free kick, and he was on the outside of his far post. And you would think most other people would just be comfortable, put it in the middle and go on with the game. But Gascoigne thinking all the time. And I tell you, if that would have been under the bar, it could easily have went in. That's what you tend to see.
Here comes Celtic. This is Van Hooydonk. McNamara runs in support. This is Donnelly. He's carried all the way by McLaren and then Gascoigne. And the free kick's given against McLaren for his challenge. Simon Donnelly's operated well.
He's having a particularly good season for Celtic, Simon Donnelly. Probably playing in a position that he's not recognised as being.
So there's Tom who strikes it. Hughes as well forwards. Claims for a penalty kick there as he was challenged, and it's given. Oh, the referee appeared to hesitate. Richard Goff went with John Hughes. It certainly looked a penalty kick from here. The referee took his time about it, had a think, and then pointed.
It's a great ball in from Tom. Richard Goff I think he's caught on the wrong side of John Hughes. Hughes gets in front of him and he's scrambled all over the top of him, and for me it's a certain penalty.
So further drama here at Ibrox Stadium, and a chance for Celtic to regain the lead. So John Collins starts his run, and it's gone in. And again the Celtic fans celebrate. 51 minutes gone here. John Collins puts Celtic ahead. Rangers 1, Celtic 2. Andy Gorham guessed right. He might even get a touch on that, but he couldn't keep it out. The ball drifted into the corner.
Well, he sneaked in the corner. Gorham's read it. Usually particularly good at these saves. John Collins is at the back of the net, and that's the only thing that will bother him.
Rangers 1, Celtic 2. And now Rangers are making a change. Just below us, Ian Ferguson is leaving the field. And on comes Ali McCoist. Well, Ali McCoist's been such a scourge to Celtic over the years. Rangers really need him now this afternoon. Tommy Burns trying to look calm. Spread some magic dust. He has such a marvellous scoring record against Celtic. 25 goals in a dozen seasons, if you include the Glasgow Cup goals, which I'm sure Ali does. So we'll see if he can do something here. 307 goals and 500 appearances so far for Rangers. Incredible record.
He counts friendlies and training sessions and all.
As I mentioned the Glasgow Cup there, when he scored I think it was a hat-trick against Celtic. There were 44,000 people here. It was a full house on a very big occasion. It's a slack one by Robertson. McNamara. Richard Gough will want to drive Rangers forward after conceding that penalty kick. There's certainly no doubt about it. Hughes had got himself into a good position. And now it's Hughes who's under pressure from McCoist, and he reacts well. Getting the ball and allowing his goalkeeper to pick it up.
This will be a period for Rangers where they can't allow Celtic to settle and start knocking the passes about. It happened a little bit in the first half. If it happens again, Celtic will dictate the pace of the game. Now Rangers really need to drive forward at Celtic.
Next, under pressure from McCall. Moving it to Donnelly. There's an upward one for Gough. He goes in again there, and Andreas Tom. Referee allows play to go on. It was McLaren who blocked Tom. Meanwhile, the referee, he's given a free kick. It's absolutely frantic now. Celtic in a hurry to get on with things and actually giving the ball away. A touch there from Gascoigne. Again, well aware of what was going on around him. So this is Cleland charging forward now, and Tom Boyd showing a fair bit of pace again. Again, Tom Boyd has performed well this afternoon in his 5th season with Celtic. That's 55 minutes gone. Celtic lead by 2-1. This is Salenko. Cleland's in there. He jumped more in hope than anything else. So Collins. The Rangers players are unhappy as the linesman signals it's Celtic's ball. A touch, now it's Laudrup. Waving in the cross. It's away by Hughes, only as far as McCall. That's good play by McCall. I can try one here. Well, Marshall managed to scramble it away with McCoist coming in. Excellent effort that by Stuart McCall. Still play goes on. And now Marshall can take that one comfortably. The goalkeeper managed to scramble that one away. It was brilliant play by McCall. He made the opening for himself, struck it well. And with McCoist running in, Marshall had to get that one away. And there's a break on now for Rangers. Well, the referee is looking unhappy. Several players shouting at him as Laudrup started that run. That ball slightly deflected. As the cross went in. There's a lot happening. There's a fan in the pitch now. And it's getting a bit bad-tempered out there. Fan ran right across the pitch and just into the enclosure below us. And it's getting bad-tempered on the pitch and in the stands. Despite all the warnings, this is boiling up in the wrong way at the moment.